Hare Krishna, welcome devotees to the Gita Daily session. So, thanks devotees who are joining regularly. So, today we'll be discussing Bhagavad Gita 11.55. So, let's take the blessings of the Lord Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya Sudarshan, Lakshmi Narasimhadev, Gaurnitai Panchatattva. Let's pray that by their blessings we shall understand the transcendental topics of Bhagavad Gita. So, let's recite the prayers together. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. नमा ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. We'll dedicate the session to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, by whose tireless effort the holy names of the Lord were spread throughout the world. And also, He has given Bhagavad Gita in a simple and practical way that we are able to benefit and apply it in our day-to-day life. So let's thank Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So today's sloka is 1155. Let's recite the verse together. Mat karma gran mat paramo मद्भक्ता संगवर्जिताः निर्वैरा सर्वभूतेषु यसा मामेति पांडवा. Repetition. मत्कर्मग्रन् मत्परमो मद्भक्ता संगवर्जिताः निर्वैरा सर्वभूतेषु यसा मे मामेति पांडवा. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from the contaminations of the fruitive activities and then mental speculation, he who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly to every living being, he certainly comes to me. Word to word meaning Mat Karmagrit, engage in doing my work. Mat Paramaha, considering me the supreme. Mat Bhaktaha, engage in my devotional service. Sangha Varjita, freed from the contamination of fruitive activities and mental speculation. Nirvaira, without an enemy. Sarva Bhudeshu, among all living entities. Ya, one who, Sa, he, Mam, unto me. Edi comes Pandava, O son of Pandu. So we are discussing currently the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So yesterday we had seen the summary of the chapter, right? And also we discussed the previous sloka 1154. So what we understood is, just to recap, the 11th chapter actually is known as Vishwarupa Darshana, basically, universal form of the Lord. So we have seen briefly yesterday, and I had given homework to all of you to, read the slokas. I hope all of you went through in detail. So so basically it is generally mentioned, right? So whatever is mentioned in the end, right, of a chapter or of a book, right, that is a conclusion. So in this is the last sloka of 11th chapter. So even though Lord Arjuna would desire to see the universal form of the Lord, and Krishna actually showed the universal form, right? And in the end, the Lord displayed his two-handed form. So we understood that the essence or the actual form of the Lord, as per Acharya's understanding, is the two-handed form of the Lord. So this is, we also saw that this form is known as the Shama Sundara form, right? Where actually the Lord is like a cowherd boy with a flute, right, and peacock feather, and he has a Tribanga form. No, he is bent in three places in the body. So this is the eternal uh, and original form of the Lord, Swayam Bhagavan in Goloka Vrindavan. So this is the form actually we can meditate upon. So we have seen that according to the desire of the devotees, right, or the desire of the jiva, the Lord actually awards them, the suitable destination. So this jiva, mainly our desire is actually driving our journey in this material world, as well as our journey back home. So this is the form actually which has to be meditated. So this today's sloka, it is giving the conclusion, right? So, and Srila Prabhupada says that this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. This shloka is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says that. So why it is called essence? Because here actually the Lord is confirming that Krishna consciousness is the process for attaining Him. So, and in the last shloka we also saw that only by Ananya Bhakti, right? Only by devotional service, the Lord can be understood as He is. And in today's sloka, the Lord actually is giving the formula how we can go back to Him. So that is why it is the essence. Ultimately, the purpose of human life, is to perfect, to attain the highest perfection, right, and return back, get free from the cycle of birth and death, and attain the highest destination, which is Goloka Vrindavan, and service to the Lord. So Krishna is directly revealing the process, and so this also confirms, the process. Whatever the Krishna consciousness is the process actually by which we can attain the highest perfection. So the Lord directly confirms this. So let's see what are the key points. So Krishna, Lord says, "Mat karmakrit." So Lord is asking to work for him. We'll see in more detail after some time. So that is one point is to we have to always work for the Lord, or work in such a way that our activities are dedicated to the Lord. Then mat parama. So one has to understand that Krishna is the ultimate destination. He is the supreme. Matta paradaram nanya. Right? There is nothing beyond the Lord. So Lord is absolute supreme personality of Godhead. So this conviction should be there. Mat parama. Then mat bhakta. Then become my devotee. Right? Engage in devotional service, practical devotional service. So the, the basically for a devotee who actually is making progress or is advanced, he doesn't have any other priority. So his highest priority is to engage in devotional service. Then Sangha Varjita. So this is very important also, right? We have seen it multiple times. Sangha Varjita is one is that devotional service should be unalloyed. No, there should not be any mixture of other, there should not be any other desires. And Sangha Varjita means giving up the association of materialistic people or non-devotees. So we have to have good association, satsanga, and give up the bad association. So otherwise, actually, we cannot make progress. The nirvaira sarva bhudeshu. So it means we should be non-envious, and we should consider all jivas, all living entities on the equal platform. So we have seen earlier, no, Pandita Samadarshina, right? That shloka is there. So basically, we need to see the jiva or which is residing in all the living entities and have equal vision towards everybody and should not be envious of other living entities. So these are the main points the Lord says. And in the end, Lord says, what is the result of doing all these things? Yasa mamiti. So such a person surely comes to me. So the Lord is actually guaranteeing or promising that such a person will actually can attain the highest perfection. Let's look at it in more detail. So the first point is Krishna karma. So basically, Lord is asking to work for him. So this means that whatever work we do, right, it has to be in relationship with Krishna. So there are two ways of achieving this. This karma is known as Krishna karma, right? So Krishna, we have seen that there are three type of karma: karma, vikarma, and akarma. So this Krishna karma is akarma. So there are two ways of doing this karma. One is that uh, you do work directly for the Lord, right? So we can do direct work for the Lord means devotional service, right? For example, preaching glories. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right, when he came, when Krishna appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago, so his goal was to freely distribute this knowledge to everybody, right? So highest perfection, which is very difficult to achieve in other yogas and other times, Lord actually wanted to distribute this freely without seeing qualification. So this preaching is the mission. So our movement, like Srila Prabhupada, actually revived this movement, and the main goal of the movement is to preach. That means to give this knowledge to everybody so that everybody can benefit. Yeah. So this is so if you directly engage in preaching, right, then actually we are actually doing directly work for the Lord. So this is one way, we directly do the Krishna karma, right? And also doing other services like doing worship in the temple, like doing pujari service or any activity which is connected to Krishna directly, right? So that actually is the work directly for Krishna. So if we are not able to do direct work for Krishna, then the second option is that we can offer the result to the Lord. So actually, yatna krishnasana sando muchinde sarva kilbishai. So when we offer the results of our activity to Krishna, so that is as good as doing work for Krishna, because the idea is that we should not be attached to the results of our activity, right? We shouldn't be detached from the results and offer the results to the Lord. So Srila Prabhupada gives example, right? Let's say if you are doing business, so the result of the business is profit. So offer the profit actually to the Lord. That means that according to the practical consideration, we have to maintain our life, right? So if we are a grahastha, we need to take care of family, children's education, so many responsibilities. So but then if one portion of our earnings, right, we can actually give it for activities which are Krishna karma. So we first mentioned, no, direct activities of Krishna, right? So direct activities mean preaching activity, or creating constructing a temple, maintaining the temple. So these are all direct. So if you cannot directly do that, then you give a portion of your results of your activity for supporting such activity. So either of this way, we can actually purify our existence or purify our results of the activity. So we don't get karmic reaction, right? So we become purified by doing this. So these are the two options, Krishna karma, that we can do, right? Second, yeah. So further examples, Srila Prabhupada says, so if you are not able to build a temple, then another option is that you can make your house itself like a temple. So basically, how we can convert our house into a temple is to keep Krishna at the center. So generally, we have this proprietor mentality, right? The reason that we came to the material world is because we want to enjoy. We want to become the lord of everything. No, we want to be the controller. We want to be the enjoyer. So this is the mentality because of which the material world is existing for such jivas, so that they can be reformed, right? So because we have to give up this mentality. So that is the root cause of our existence in the material world. So the ego, false ego, thinking that I am this body, right? And these are my relatives, and I want to become the lord of everything. I want to be the controller of everything. So this mentality has to be given up. So actually, in reality, we are not really. We are. It is a false identity or false. It's an illusion that we think that we are the controller. Because see, everything in the material world we have seen, they are temporary. It doesn't have permanent existence. So everything has only value, whatever we achieve, right? The material possession, the house, the car, or whatever the relationship, everything only has value till we have life, right? So everything ends at the graveyard. So beyond the graveyard, we cannot take anything. So actually, it is temporary. Otherwise, also, if you have a plot and you have built a house there, so this plot, 100 years before, it was somebody else's plot, right? And after 100 years, it may be somebody else's. So actually, it is only a false identity or false illusion that we think that, okay, this is my property. So we have to give up. Better to give up this mentality of own proprietorship. So we are just like a tenant. What to speak of the property? Even our body is is not ours, right? The body is also temporary, right? So it is mentioned that we are like a tenant in the body. This body is the machine given by the Maya, right? Ishvara sarvabhudanam krudeshe arjuna tishtari brahmayan sarvabhudani yandra rodani maya. So the Maya material nature is giving a body temporarily for you. No, it's like a lease. No, the material nature gives a body which is leased to you for a particular period based on your karma, prarabdha karma. Somebody may live for like 50 years, somebody live for 70 years, like that. So you got a lease of this body, and when the time is over, you will be vacated. Actually, you have to be get out of this body. So we are even a tenant in our own body. So that way, we don't have any possession really. No, so we should give up this false proprietorship, which actually is the root cause of all the problems. No, but actually we are having. Then other point, next point is that the Lord says that no, we have to fix up our destination. We have to understand the Lord is our destination. So we need to be convinced that we have seen the Lord actually in the last two chapters. He has given so much of information about himself, right? What are his opulences? He showed this Vishwarupa, to understand that everything is part of his existence. He is the source of everything. So this way, we need to be convinced based on this information that the Lord actually is the supreme destination for us, and his planet, which is Goloka Vrindavan, is our destination. So we need to fix our destination. So that means when we fix our destination, all our plans will be reprioritized. We should replan our things because until now we have been planning, thinking that our destination or goal is to become a rich man, become a wealthy man, become a famous person. Right? These are all our goal currently, right? So we are working day and night hard to earn money, to become happy, right, in the material world, but which is actually temporary. So now understanding the goal, we have to change our plans and activities. So that doesn't mean that again, no, we should be practical. If you try to do too much, which is beyond your capacity, then you will be neither here nor there. So we have seen that many examples are there like that. So we should slowly, try to add Krishna to our life. So we don't have to give up anything. We don't have to give up our position like job or responsibilities. We do all of them, but then just add Lord to the Lord to our life. So just like adding Lord to the house. So when we have a altar of the Lord or a temple of the Lord at the home, a puja room, right? Then actually, all of us, like everybody in the family, consider the Lord to be the center or the owner of the house, which actually is the fact. And we replan or redesign our activities such that the Lord is the center of the house. So basically, what it means is that we always know we are always conscious that the Lord actually is the owner of the house, and we whatever we get, we offer to the Lord, right? Whatever we cook, we offer to the Lord. So when we buy some groceries or vegetables, our mood is that, no, okay, I'm buying this for the Lord, right? Accordingly, we prepare the food and offer it to the Lord and take it as prasadam, right? Whatever difficulties we have, challenges, every time we go and tell the Lord, okay, these problems I'm facing, Lord. So this way we consider the Lord as a person, right, and offer everything to Him and make Him the center. So the Lord actually accordingly reciprocates. We have seen, no? Ye Ram Prabhadende Tam Sadeva Bhajameham. And then the bhakti process, the acharyas are given. So we don't have to really manufacture anything, or break our head. How do we do bhakti? Because it has been already given by the acharyas, right? The six Goswamis of Vrindavan, right? Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. So they have actually, in the order of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they have written so many literatures which has condensed the essence of all the Vedic scriptures, and it gives details how exactly bhakti has to be performed. So the books like Nectar of Instruction, Nectar of Devotion, so they talk about, all these details in, you know, in a clear way. So and then now with bhakti we can execute like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Mandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. So starting with hearing, then, chanting the holy names, remembering the Lord, right? Like that we can worship the Lord. So this way paying obeisances. So we can actually dedicate everything to the Lord. And the next point is Asat Sanga Tyaga, right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says Asat Sanga Tyaga, ye Vaishnavachar. So the quality of a Vaishnava is that he gives up the association, bad association of materialistic people. Otherwise, actually, it will be like, no, pouring water on the fire, right? So we do bhakti and we start rekindling. We have mentioned, the bhakti is like a fire which is covered by the smoke or ash. So by fanning it, by doing devotional service, again we can revive the bhakti. But if we continue association of bad people, then it will be like, no, fanning and at the same time pouring water. We cannot make progress. So, and we have also seen Sharanagati, right? How actually to take surrender of the Lord. So, so these are the important concepts. So basically, the essence that we have to take is that the Lord actually is saying here, no, or is confirming or is guaranteeing that uh, devotional service is the process or to attain Him. And if we follow His instructions, which is given in the sloka, then He is guaranteeing that we can attain the highest perfection and, and return to His our original abode. So we will see one shloka because I think time is less, which is related to this. So in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, 13, shloka number 13 and 14, it actually Lord describes the quality of a devotee who is dear to Him. So Lord says, Adveshta Sarva Bodhana, Maitra Karuna Evacha, Nirmamo Nirahankara, Samadukka Sukha Kshami, Santushta Saradam Yogi, Yadatma Drada Nishaya, Mayarpida Mano Buddhir, Yad Mak Yo Mad Bhakte Samapriya. One who is not envious, but is a kind friend of all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self controlled, and engaged in devotional service with determination, his mind and intelligence fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. So, this is very important actually. So, Lord starts with saying envious, one who is not envious. So, we cannot execute bhakti, in a selfish way. So, when we understand the position of the Lord and what is our position, then we have to become merciful and, compassionate to all other jivas. So we cannot be envious of others and at the same time become a devotee. It's very difficult. So this quality has to be given up. So this is emphasized again and again. So we will look at the example of Namacharya Haridas Thakur. So Namacharya Haridas Thakur is a pure devotee of the Lord, and he appeared, in the 15th century, before Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, and he was born into a Muslim family. So generally, taking birth in Muslim family means that he doesn't have opportunity, to understand the devotional path, right? And it is generally considered as unfortunate, somebody who's taking birth. So this first example gives that the qualification of birth and other positions is not a criteria to make bhakti progress in bhakti, right? But then he became a pure devotee of the Lord. So he's known as Namacharya because he is the ideal example. He set the highest example of how to chant the holy names. So he doesn't have any other activity in the life. More or less, throughout the day, he used to chant the holy name of the Lord. And it is mentioned that he used to chant 3 lakh holy names of the Lord. So this way, he is all completely engaged in devotional service. So we are seeing the qualities, whatever we discussed in Haridas Thakur. Then he was free from other processes. He did not do any other process except bhakti. He, like, for example, other process like fruitive activities. and he lived in a very simple way. He did not have any possessions. No, he did not have any wealth or prestige. He was very humble. No, he never wanted to show that he is a great devotee. So always he was humble. Um, yeah. So then actually he worked for Krishna. Means how did he work for Krishna? So he was setting the ideal example, and many people were inspired by Haridas Thakur, and then they took up bhakti, right? And he personally also, he went door to door, asking people to chant the holy names, along with Nityananda Prabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him the order and to Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur that go to every house and beg to chant the holy name. So this way they went to every house. They were very humble. They fall down on the feet of the people, asked them to chant the holy name. So this way, he executed the work. He was working for the Lord. And of course, he made Krishna the supreme goal. He did not have any other aspiration. He understood this what is ultimate goal. And he was friendly to all living beings. He was very compassionate. So basically, because he was living in the period of Muslim Mughals, and he was a Muslim, and he took up the chanting, the Muslim ruler was very much angry with him. And he actually gave many warnings, and because Haridas Thakur did not stop, finally, he was punished. So he was punished to be killed. Basically, he was given the order was given that it should be bet in 21 marketplaces. Bet means at that time, they used to use the whip, right? So a person can hardly take 10 whips, or maybe maximum like few whips. By the time, he becomes unconscious. But this order carriers of Mughal king, they could not kill him. They did not want to beat Haridas because they knew that he is a very saintly person, but they were forced to do it. So they were crying actually, because after beating even in 21 marketplaces, Haridas Thakur was not dying. So they did not know what to do, right? And finally, Haridas Thakur pretended that he has died, and then they throw him to the river. But later he revives by the mercy of the Lord. So, but actually the point here is that Haridas Thakur was merciful to the people who were beating him. He was praying to the Lord, please excuse them. So what can be a highest compassion, than this? So this is the quality of a devotee. He never actually blames others, and even after causing so much difficulty to him. And later Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shows Haridas Thakur, these devotees, that all the beatings which was done on Haridas Thakur, actually the Lord was personally taking those beatings. So this way, the Lord, we can understand how much dear the devotee is to the Lord. So Haridas Thakur life is an ideal example, how actually one can be a pure devotee. So this is a very high standard for us, but we can at least try to aspire to be like that. We can try to be moving in that direction at least, little by little. Okay, so what are the key takeaways of today's session? So this today's sloka is, Srila Prabhupada says it is the most important sloka in Bhagavad Gita, which gives a summary. So from this, we should be convinced that, with the Lord's assurance and confirmation that, this path we are embarked or we are taking is the highest path, and there is no other better path actually, which can take us to the topmost destination. So this way, we should be convinced, and we should control our association. We should be careful of what our association is. We should reduce the association with non-devotees and increase association with devotees. Cultivate humility and forgiveness, like looking at example of Haridas Thakur. Right, in our family life, what we can do, we have discussed. No, we should give up the proprietorship mentality, think that I am the controller of the family, because of me everything is running. No, this is my property. So all this mentality we should minimize, reduce, give up. Right, so automatically when we take up chanting, this will happen. Right, yeah. Then what in the professional life, we have seen that, how we can do Krishna karma. Right, if you are not, most of us are not fully engaged in devotional service. So we are working in some company, we're doing various jobs, so we can offer a part of our results, to the Lord, so that we become purified, right? And yeah, we try to be ethical in the work environment as much as possible, right? Ups and downs will come, try to be connected with the Lord even in during work hours. Try to remember the Lord always. So this way, we can purify our life and make progress and get the highest perfection. So with that, I think we come to the end of today's topic. Are there any questions, devotees? If there are any questions, you can ask or put in the chat or ask. Let's stand the Hare Krishna mantra three times together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So, any questions are there? So we have to be no. And the summary is that we should consider ourselves very fortunate that actually somehow or other, after so many millions of birth, we have got an opportunity to take the highest path which is before us by mercy of our acharyas, the Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, somehow or other, by great fortune, we have come to this association, right? So we have seen that Brahmanda Brahmide Kono Bhagyavan Jiva. So that Jiva is very Bhagyavan. After wandering so much, he has got actually this information of the highest path. So we should not miss the opportunity. It is very easy to give it up and go back to our old ways of materialistic life. But then we have done it many, many lifetimes. It is Puna Charvita Charvanam, again and again chewing the chewed. So Prabhupada used to say, give this life, one life to Krishna and see. So many lives we are given for ourselves, right? So this way we should take it very seriously. So devotees, any questions anybody has? Okay, so no questions, then I think we'll end here. So we'll again meet on Monday. So tomorrow, all of you are welcome to our center for the physical program. It's called Harloor. You can search in Google Map. So please come there and take association of devotees. So when we meet devotees personally, we can become more inspired. We can see how how they are conducting their life, what challenges they are facing. We can learn from their examples. Right? This way we get guidance actually. So please try to come to our center if possible. Okay, so devotees, so thanks all of you are joining regularly. So we'll meet again on Monday. Hare Krishna.